The night is not silent. It breathes. Somewhere in the blackness, something moves, low, deliberate, soundless except for the faint scrape of claws against stone. The wind carries a scent. Blood, old and new. The grass doesn't sway randomly. It parts with purpose. You feel it before you see it. A presence so heavy the air thickens around you. Eyes appear. Two burning embers floating in the void. They don't blink. They don't look away. And in that moment, you realize you are not alone. You were never alone. The dark has teeth, and it's been watching you all along. The savannah holds its breath after sunset. No chirping, no rustling, just a suffocating stillness that presses against your chest like a weight. The moon is a pale witness, casting long shadows that twist and stretch across the cracked earth. Somewhere beyond the thorn bush, something waits. A herd of wildebeest huddles together, their eyes wide, nostrils flaring. They smell it, that ancient warning coded into their blood, the scent of death walking. Their heads turn in unison toward the tree line, ears twitching at a sound too low for human ears. A growl? No. Deeper than that. A rumble that comes from the earth itself. The grass moves, not from the wind. The wind died 10 minutes ago. This movement is purposeful, calculated. A ripple in the darkness, as if the night itself is stalking forward. The wildebeest stamp their hooves, muscles coiled tight, ready to explode into motion. But they don't run. Not yet. Because running is a choice. And choices mean you still have control. They don't. From the blackness, a shape emerges. Not fully. Just the outline, a shoulder, a flank, the suggestion of immense power condensed into 4 legs and a jaw built to crush bone. It doesn't rush. It doesn't need to. Time is irrelevant when you are the apex. The herd shuffles backward, a collective tremor of terror rippling through them. And then, the eyes. Golden. Burning. Unblinking. They lock onto the weakest. The one limping slightly, favoring its left leg. The one that hesitated half a second too long. The choice has already been made. The wildebeest doesn't know it yet, but its life ended the moment those eyes found it. The shadow steps forward, and the night begins to feed. Hunger is not a feeling, it's a command. It strips away hesitation, mercy, doubt. It sharpens the senses until every heartbeat in the grass becomes a beacon. The predator feels it now. A hollow ache gnawing at its ribs, whispering one word over and over. Hunt. It has been 3 days since the last kill. 3 days of watching, waiting, tracking. 3 days of failure. The zebra escaped. The buffalo fought back. The warthog disappeared into its burrow before jaws could close. But tonight is different. Tonight, desperation meets opportunity. The lion moves through the tall grass like liquid shadow, muscles rolling beneath scarred hide. Every step is silent, deliberate, rehearsed 1,000 times by instinct older than memory. Its breathing is controlled, slow inhales through flared nostrils, tasting the air for weakness, for fear, for blood. Ahead, the wildebeest herd shifts nervously. They know. Animals always know. But knowing doesn't save you. The lion lowers its body, belly brushing the dry earth, eyes locked on the target. The injured one, the one whose scent carries the faint metallic tang of old wounds. Patience. Predators are not born from speed alone. They are born from patience, from understanding that the perfect moment is worth waiting for. That 1 second of clarity when prey looks the wrong way, takes one wrong step, hesitates just long enough. The lion's tail flicks once, twice. The herd shuffles left. The injured wildebeest lags behind. The distance closes. 30 meters. 25. 20. The lion's heart rate doesn't spike. It remains steady, controlled, a drumbeat of inevitability. This is not rage. This is not cruelty. This is survival stripped bare. Predator and prey locked in a dance choreographed by evolution. 15 meters. The wildebeest turns its head. Their eyes meet. And in that split second, both know how this ends. Explosion. Not of sound, of motion. The lion launches forward, and the world compresses into a blur of muscle, claw, and focused violence. The grass erupts. The ground shakes. The wildebeest's eyes go white with terror as its legs finally obey the ancient command. Run. But it's too late. The lion closes the gap in heartbeats. 5 meters. 3. 1. The sound of hoofs pounding dirt is drowned out by the roar, a guttural, bone-shaking declaration that splits the night open. It's not a warning. It's a promise. The wildebeest veers left, desperate, its injured leg buckling slightly. That half-second stumble is all the lion needs. Claws extend, digging into the earth for traction, and with one final surge, the predator leaves the ground. Time fractures. The lion's body stretches mid-air, front paws reaching, claws unsheathed like curved daggers. The wildebeest feels the shadow fall over it, a presence so overwhelming it eclipses the moon. It tries to turn, tries to kick, tries to scream, but the weight hits like a collapsing boulder. Impact. 400 pounds of pure predator crashes into the wildebeest's hindquarters, claws sinking deep into flesh. The prey's legs buckle completely now, momentum carrying both creatures forward in a tangle of limbs and desperation. Dust explodes into the air. The herd scatters, hoofs thundering away into the blackness, abandoning their fallen. The wildebeest thrashes, kicking wildly, adrenaline screaming through its veins. But the lion's jaws are already moving, seeking the throat, the lifeline, the ending. Teeth flash in the moonlight, long, curved, designed for one purpose. The wildebeest's scream cuts off mid-breath. Silence rushes back in, and the night remembers why it fears the dark. Death is not instant. Not here. Not in the wild. It's a process, a slow dimming of light, a gradual surrender to inevitability. The lion's jaws clamp down on the wildebeest's throat, not crushing, but suffocating. This is precision, not brutality. The prey's eyes widen, pupils dilating as oxygen is denied. Its legs twitch, weaker now, the fight draining away with each passing second. The lion holds firm, breathing through its nose, feeling the pulse beneath its teeth slowing. Slowing. Then, stillness. The wildebeest's body goes limp, a final shudder running through its frame before it collapses completely. The lion releases its grip, panting now, sides heaving. Steam rises from both bodies in the cool night air. For a moment, there is no sound but labored breathing and the distant cry of a hyena somewhere in the dark. The lion circles the carcass once, confirming the kill. Instinct. Always confirm. Then, with deliberate care, it begins to drag the body toward the cover of an acacia tree. Even in victory, vulnerability exists. Other predators smell blood. Hyenas, leopards, even other lions. Death attracts competition. The grass whispers as the body is pulled across it, leaving a dark smear glistening in the moonlight. The lion's jaws lock around the wildebeest's neck, and with immense strength, it hauls the weight forward. 50 kilograms. 70. Over 100. But the lion doesn't pause. This meal is earned. This meal is survival. Beneath the acacia's shadow, the lion finally stops. It stands over the carcass, chest still heaving, eyes scanning the darkness for threats. Nothing moves. The night has conceded this victory. Then, with a low rumble of satisfaction, the lion lowers its head and begins to feed. The first bite is always the abdomen. Soft tissue, easy access. The lion's teeth tear through hide and muscle, pulling away strips of meat with practiced efficiency. Blood pools beneath the carcass, soaking into the earth, releasing a metallic scent that drifts on the wind. This is not savage. This is methodical. The lion eats with purpose, consuming organs first: the liver, the heart, the lungs. Nutrient-rich, energy-dense, survival concentrated in every mouthful. Its muzzle is slick with blood, whiskers stained dark, but there is no hesitation, no remorse. In the wild, guilt is a luxury predators cannot afford. The sounds are intimate. The wet tearing of flesh, the crack of ribs giving way, the low, satisfied growls rumbling from deep within the lion's chest. These are the sounds the jungle hides from daylight, the truth of nature stripped bare. Minutes pass. The lion pauses occasionally, lifting its head to scan the surroundings, ears swiveling toward every distant rustle. A twig snaps somewhere in the darkness. The lion's head whips toward the sound, lips pulling back to reveal blood-stained fangs. A warning growl rolls out, low, menacing, unmistakable. Mine. Silence answers back. The lion returns to feeding, ripping through muscle, consuming pounds of meat with mechanical efficiency. Its stomach begins to swell, the hollow ache of starvation slowly fading. But it doesn't stop. Not yet. In a world where the next meal is never guaranteed, you eat until you cannot eat anymore. 20 minutes. 30. The carcass is half gone now, ribs exposed, organs consumed. The lion's movements slow, satiation finally setting in. It tears away one final strip of meat, chewing slowly, savoring this moment of fullness. Then, with a heavy sigh, the lion steps back. Its work is not finished. But for now, for tonight, the hunger is silenced. But the night is never truly empty. From the darkness beyond the acacia tree, eyes appear. Not golden this time. These are different, smaller, set lower, gleaming with a different kind of hunger. Hyenas. 3 of them. Their bodies hunched forward, ears flat, lips curled back in anticipation. They've been waiting, watching, smelling the blood from half a kilometer away, drawn like moths to flame. They don't approach immediately. Hyenas are scavengers, yes, but they are also opportunists. And a lone lion, even a well-fed one, is still dangerous. The lion lifts its head, blood dripping from its chin, and locks eyes with the nearest hyena. The message is clear. Try me. The hyena giggles, a high-pitched, unsettling sound that echoes through the darkness. It's not laughter. It's communication, a signal to the others. The pack begins to fan out, circling slowly, testing boundaries, looking for weakness. The lion rises to its feet, standing over the carcass, muscles tensing. Its tail lashes once, twice. A low growl builds in its chest, deeper than before, vibrating with barely restrained violence. The hyenas pause, weighing their options. 1 lion, 3 hyenas. The odds might seem favorable, but odds mean nothing when facing something that doesn't retreat. The lead hyena takes a step forward. The lion explodes toward it with a roar that splits the night open. The hyena yelps, scrambling backward, nearly tripping over its own legs. The other 2 scatter, cackling nervously, maintaining distance. The lion stops just short of pursuit, turning back to guard the kill. It won't chase them. Not now. Not with a full stomach and a meal still worth protecting. But the message has been sent. The hyenas circle wider now, keeping distance, waiting for the lion to leave. They'll get their turn. Eventually. Patience is universal among scavengers. But tonight, the lion is not done. The moon climbs higher, casting the savanna in pale silver light. The lion stands atop a termite mound, silhouetted against the sky, a monument to dominance. Its belly is full now, the urgency of hunger replaced by the weight of satisfaction. But there is still work to do. It opens its mouth and roars. The sound is primal, a deep, resonant bellow that rolls across the grassland like thunder. It vibrates through the earth, through the trees, through the bones of every creature within 3 kilometers. This is not a roar of aggression. This is a declaration, a boundary, a reminder. This land is mine. The roar echoes, fading slowly into the night. Silence follows, heavy and absolute. Somewhere in the distance, another lion answers, a rival, perhaps, or an ally. The sound is faint but unmistakable. Territories acknowledged. Respect understood. The lion turns, descending the mound with slow, deliberate steps. Its body is heavy now, muscles loose, the adrenaline of the hunt finally ebbing away. It moves toward a small waterhole hidden among the rocks, lowering its massive head to drink. The water is cool, clear, reflecting the moon's pale face. The lion laps at it slowly, blood washing away from its muzzle, swirling into the pool in dark ribbons. For a moment, the predator is just an animal, thirsty, tired, satisfied. But the night is never truly safe. A rustle. Behind. Close. The lion's head snaps up, water dripping from its chin, ears locked forward, eyes narrowing. Another lion emerges from the shadows, a male, older, scarred, limping slightly. Their eyes meet. Both freeze. This is not aggression. This is recognition. Rival males. Same territory. Only one can remain. The younger lion's lips pull back. The older lion's tail flicks low. The night holds its breath. And then, the older lion turns away. Slowly, with dignity. Conceding this ground, this night, this kill. Age has taught him when to fight and when to fade. The younger lion watches him disappear into the darkness. Victorious. Unchallenged. Alone. Dawn is still hours away, but the lion knows the night is ending. It returns to what remains of the carcass, now picked cleaner by the hyenas who waited patiently for their turn. Only bones and scraps remain, a ghost of the kill. The lion inspects it once, then turns away without regret. In the wild, nothing lasts. It moves through the grass with heavy steps now, exhaustion settling into its muscles. The adrenaline has faded completely, leaving behind a deep, bone-tired weariness. But this is the exhaustion of survival, of another night conquered, another dawn earned. The lion finds a sheltered spot beneath a cluster of rocks, collapsing onto its side with a low grunt. Its eyes half closed, but they don't fully shut. Even in rest, awareness remains. Ears still swivel toward sounds. Nostrils still flare at unfamiliar scents. Sleep is never deep for predators. The crown weighs too heavily. The stars above slowly begin to fade as the horizon hints at dawn's approach. The savanna will wake soon. Birds will sing. Herbivores will graze. The world will pretend the night never happened. But the lion knows better. It carries the night within its scars, its hunger, its instincts. It exhales slowly, steam rising from its nostrils into the cool air. Somewhere in the distance, the wildebeest herd grazes again, already forgetting the one they lost. Life moves forward, always forward. There is no mourning in the wild, no memorials, only the relentless march of survival. The lion closes its eyes. The night has ended, but it will return. It always returns. And when it does, the lion will be ready, because this is what it means to walk where fear forgets its name. The darkness fades, but the echo remains. A reminder that night is not just absence of light. It's a presence, a living, breathing force that hunts, kills, and survives. The lion rests now, but it never truly sleeps. The crown of apex is not given. It's earned in blood, silence, and the weight of countless hunts. And as the sun rises, the jungle remembers. The night remembers. If these shadows spoke to you, if the fear felt real, share this darkness. Subscribe to The Hunt, because when night falls again, something is always watching.